Them niggas got bullied. We know what it is. They got bullied, and this is that's one of the biggest reasons why I say this is revenge of the nerds. This is their revenge. They can beat us on. Well, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me stop there. They think they can beat us on here, and so they try, and they try their little
Bang,
trolling,
bang,
and they try their
bang,
little name
bang,
calling and shit,
bang,
and
bang.
try to get us out our, try to get us out our body. It ain't gonna happen, my guy. Because at the end of the day, I always hold the.
I shall rule this world. There are plenty of ways to do it.
Why you up?
Because I got some important shit going on here. What do you think?
Boom, the world class.
What you think, Dallas?
I'll just say this, and this is about as the simplest terms I could put it in. There are two type of men in a club. The first guy is the guy that's in there chilling, jamming, doing his own little thing, trying to holler at all the girls in there. The other guy is the guy that walks in that everybody in the club stops to look at. That's the guy I'm walking in with.
Amen.
That's all I'm saying.
Not that I'ma look at when he come in the door. That's the guy I'm coming in with. You see how she does? How she do shit? I like it. I need to learn. Next topic. What do y'all think about this visceral and hate that they have for hood dudes? Tom, because we kind of spoke on it. Unless I know you got another topic.
Them niggas got bullied. We know what it is. They got bullied, and this is that's one of the biggest reasons why I say this is revenge of the nerds. This is their revenge. They can beat us on. Well, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me stop there. They think they can beat us on here, and so they try, and they try their little trolling,
bang,
and they try their little name calling and shit, and try to get us out our, try to get us out our body. It ain't gonna happen, my guy. Because at the end of the day, I always hold the ace on you. I know what'll happen if we come face to face, my nigga. And that's always the ace card. You can do whatever you want behind this computer screen. I know what the palm of my hand would feel like on your face if we ever came face to face. And you do too. That's the problem. You do too. You remember the wedgies. You remember when they put you in that trash can and rolled you down the stairs, nigga. You remember when they put you in that locker. Yeah, we the same niggas that do that.
Bang, 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 bang.
They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop.
Amen.
So I do think that there is a deep level or some level of jealousy, because it's one thing to talk about the women that get to a position in their life that they're in their mid to late 30s, early 40s, and they're wondering why they're single, because that's a trending topic amongst women. So it's one thing to talk about them because they threw away their 20s chasing the Pookies and the Ray-Rays. But it's a whole nother when those men get together and talk about who those men are, because that's no different from not faulting a child for what their parents let them get away with. You can't get mad at him because she's over there with him. You know what I'm saying? And I've always felt like the passport bros now, these modern day passport bros, I always felt like in a former life they were incels. In high school, you was an incel. That's just what it is. That's why you bragging about it now. Because everybody I know that's been had a passport, that's been traveling, that's been getting ass overseas, ain't bragging about it. They just been doing it.
Bro.
But I think there's a level of jealousy because they spend way too much time focused on that. And I don't know when we're going to focus on something that's actually going to produce something beneficial for us instead of focusing on all this bullshit.
The other telling part is that all of their solutions, other than them constantly bringing up Pookie and Ray-Ray, which I always say this, so Pookie and Ray-Ray don't know you on the internet running your motherfucking mouth. You won't go there to them and say that shit, but
because they get pussy.
That's true too. That is true too.
But
But social media has created the keyboard warrior, so what would you expect?
The other telling thing is that their solution to everything is just men not having sex. And the same person we was talking about, Big Mike had to be disrespected by him with his rhetoric of Big Mike has to watch people like him win, as if that's an insult. Like, I don't know where you come
Until
from.
he found out that Big Mike wasn't a bum ass nigga. Then he had to retreat.
Then he left. He got quiet and left. So it's like a lot of these dudes that were was always that first guy, never that second guy that you talk about, Dallas. It's just that, like, again, Revenge of the Nerds. Tommy summed it up for me perfectly, and I just, it has a lot to do with sex. Like, a lot of this space has to do with sex. It's not about marriage. It's not even about being right. It's that a lot of these niggas do not want other men to get women. There's a lot of attention on where niggas, who a nigga fucking. I've never done that in my life.
Well, because they want their chance. That's all it is. That's why they trying to guilt trip chicks out of their draws, which is the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Exactly. Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what, Dallas? To be honest with you, the real reason why they focus on the Pookies and Ray-Rays is because, and this is assuming that half of these niggas is telling the truth, because everybody's successful in this motherfucker.
Everybody.
But
okay,
they spent all this time to be successful, only for a nigga like me that could pull up in a PT Cruiser and still snatch that chick, and that infuriates them. It infuriates them, and see, this is what all men know. You can have all that money, all you want to. It ain't gonna hide what's on the inside, and on the inside, you know, you still a lame.
I feel you on that.
And that shit eats them up.
Facts.
Yeah, and some of these men, I think I've said this on my Chameleon Live, but I'm tired of the whole talking point where we like to say that YouTube is just YouTube. No, YouTube is an outlet for some of these incels to say what they really think. So when you see them hopping on panels and going at women who did absolutely nothing wrong, best believe these are the same men killing, deleting, and raping women.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
can see it. I can literally I'm watching these panels and I know exactly who these guys are. And we don't want to say it. We keep letting them on platforms for the sake of entertainment, which is why I'm so disappointed in the Lapeef Network, Fight Club. And I don't like to just pick on those two, channels, but those are the most prominent in this sector. Y'all are a whole minstrel show. And because you're making bank, you don't care.
Bang, 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 bang.
And that's so disappointing. If you're making quick money, you're probably doing something wrong.
Bang,
I was on the panel with somebody, I can't remember who, but we was up there having a conversation, and then like a chick came up there and like bruh immediately went at her. I said, bro, can she talk? Like he immediately insulted her, like, oh, you do? I'm like,
you talking about patriarchy, bitch ass? Or you talking
I don't think it was patriarchy.
Oh, okay. I just
it was somebody else. It was like he's definitely like that at times, but no, it was somebody else. And I had to tell him, like, bro, chill out, let her talk. Like, but you right, man, like these dudes, they use you guys as like target practice pretty much. Like we said, it's shit. Because the funny thing is, we talk about how they wouldn't say it in our face. They wouldn't say it in y'all face either. That's the funny thing. They wouldn't say it in y'all face either. That's why when they go overseas and get them broads and come back, their houses look like a goddamn Chinese house. Because they won't say it to them either. See, that I've been saying this for a long time. When you've been in the position of being a bully, you understand that a lot of people don't like confrontation. So as much as people like to puff their chest out of yada, 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 I don't know if I'm going to say most, but a lot of these niggas do not like confrontation. They're not comfortable in it, which is another thing that I guess, I don't know if I'm going to say unfortunately, but it's what we get comfortable with when you fucking around, when you jump off the porch, is you got to get comfortable with confrontation, because if you don't, niggas going to take advantage of it. You got to stand up for yourself. And a lot of these niggas, they real uncomfortable with confrontation. A lot of these niggas will be real uncomfortable around me in real life. And not because, oh, I put hands on them, because if I got a problem with you, I'm hollering at you. I ain't gonna be no, I'm texting somebody or I'm elbowing somebody. Oh, world class. Nah, nigga, hey, come here right quick, blood. Let me holler at you. You know, I've done it on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of act like I'm trying to be, like, I ain't trying to be a bully. I just like to get the shit out in the open. But people so scared of confrontation, they take that as like being aggressive. It's like, no, nigga, I just want to holler. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But we've all seen it, and I guess we can even say it's like these niggas becoming more feminine because we're used to women talking behind each other's backs and, you know, being fake in front of each other's faces. I can't do it. If I don't like you, nigga, fuck you. It is, and it is what it is from there. And like for me, I mean, I don't. It don't necessarily mean I'm gonna have to fight you or something like that. But if I don't like you, I'm gonna make sure you know I don't like you. It is what it is. And I think a lot of these people, they're not comfortable in that. And so, you know, even like we talk about this like accountability shit or whatever. And, you know, we had that conversation of world class where a lot of these niggas is scared that whole niggas accountable. But as soon as a female, you know, say one wrong word, they jumping down her goddamn throat. You know what I'm saying? It's just
All right. I'm sorry, I got lost in a train of thought of just all that goodness I just heard. Washed.
They would be fools to resist my divine power.
His death was a necessary loss. Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful.
Remember, when a king is loved as I am, much can be accomplished.
We didn't do this because we like you. We did this because we are you.
Boom, the world class.